Sorry, Facebook, y'all getting like extreme close up. I'm trying to level up my tripod for YouTube. All right, what's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Thursday edition of Morning Scone, presented by Brock, Patent Orthopedic Clinic, Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. Do business with someone you know, Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. It is NFL opening night. Very excited about this tonight. We've got the Rams. Defending champ Rams hosting the Bills, who are the odds-on favorite to win the Super Bowl. These NFL opening night games tend to favor the defending champ playing at home. But it will be interesting as the Bills are a road favorite in this ball game against the defending champ Rams. It is rare that you'll see something like this transpire, but here we are. So NFL opening night is here. Pretty excited about it, as a matter of fact. I'll be watching for sure. Buffalo 2.5-point road favorite over the Rams. Matthew Stafford had an elbow procedure in the offseason. That's generally not a good thing when you throw a football. Josh Allen and the Bills, betting favorite for the Super Bowl. Certainly like the Bills in the game, but let me say this: I understand why people like the Bills in the game, and the Rams weren't without struggles a year ago, but they got hot at the right time and made it happen. I'm curious about the Rams' defense and how they look against the Bills. Of course, the Saints do play the Rams this year in the Superdome. So Andrew Whitworth is gone. Sonny Michel is gone. Odell Beckham injured, unsigned. Matthew Stafford had elbow procedure. So different team than the one we saw winning the Super Bowl at SoFi in February. But NFL kickoff is tonight. All right, y'all know the drill. Welcome aboard. Fire away. I got questions. Anything you want to ask about anything. If you're on YouTube, do us a favor, smash that like button. We appreciate that. Facebook, like the page, share the post. Like the page, share the post. It's LSU Southern Week. Tigers looking to get right. Brian Kelly was on the SEC Coaches Teleconference Wednesday. He'll meet reporters today, Thursday, after practice, and then have his coaches show. So curious how that goes as Tigers get ready for the home opener against the Jags. All right, let's say some good mornings. Y'all know the drill. Fire away. Jason Austin, Michael Kleber, Truax, what's good, man? Colby Martis, Jonathan O'Neill. Good morning from the fire station. All right, man. Good morning. Jeremy Sagely, David Coslin, Bubba Tatum, Greg Phillips, Jeremy Kling. What's going on? Jeremy's got a $20 bet on the Bills. Hey, bro, bet's a bet. Thomas Spencer, good morning, Matt. Hope you drove a great Thursday. Thank you, man. Same to you. Jason Horn. Shelby, I like it. Shelby said I went and took the Saints at plus 4,000 for the Super Bowl. It's great value. I agree. Saw the odds yesterday. The Saints at plus 4,000 have the 20th best odds to win the Super Bowl, just the 8th best odds among NFC teams. So if you're looking to take a flyer, there's really good value there because you have to get into the playoffs to have a chance to win the Super Bowl, obviously. And I think the Saints are going to be a playoff team. I mean, they were a 9-win team a year ago. Yes, Sean Payton is gone, but there are two very stark contrasting schools of thought on this Saints team. One is, man, you won 9 games a year ago playing Trevor Siemian and Taysom Hill and Ian Book at quarterback, and you had 4 starters on your offensive line go down with injury. You had Michael Thomas gone for the whole year. Alvin Kamara was out for a chunk of time. I mean, you all know the story. And you won 9 games and all that. Because now you get all these guys back. You get Michael Thomas back. You add Jarvis Landry. You add Tyrann Mathieu. You add Chris Olave. This team should be a playoff team, right? I mean, that's one school of thought. The other is no Sean Payton. No Drew Brees. Still not sold on Jameis as a starter. And you got to play the NFC West. Vegas has them at 8. That's the other school of thought. So I like it, Shelby. I mean, if you're taking a flyer, I'm not telling you that I'm picking the Saints to win the Super Bowl, but You want to take a flyer at plus 4,000? There is great value there. Tim Gotro, D's Barbecue, good morning. Excited about Saturday. I think the Tigers will be much improved. Also, where is T-Bob from? T-Bob's from Atlanta. He grew up there when his dad was playing for the Falcons. Trivia, what's up? Pat Huseman, Joey Vincent, Lucy B, Mike Stogner, Brett DeGrow, Brian Williams, what's up? Brian Pike, over under 52 for tonight's game. Golly, it is so hard to bet the NFL. I don't love the total. Public loves overs, so I tend to play unders more. And given what I just said, Stafford with elbow surgery, no Whitworth, no Sony Michel, no Odell Beckham, I wonder how much the Rams are going to be able to score in this game. Might be a more defensive game. I would lean under, Ryan. I would lean under the 52. Leandro Lewis, what's up? Now that said, it's going to end up like 48-42. Leandro Lewis, what's up? Gunnar and Preston take a break from pencil fighting to say good morning. I think that was a hat tip to Terrio. Brian Wynn, good morning. Brad David, what time do you get home after Scone and Tea? You really work hard during football season. Thanks for all the great content. Thank you, Brad. It's not just during football season, it's all year, but yes. So Scone and Tea, I'll usually get home around 9 o'clock. So, out the door in the morning at 8:20. After morning Scone to get Drew dressed, out the door at 8:20, get home by 9 o'clock at night on Wednesdays. Samuel Smith, Bills minus the 2.5. Intellectually, it makes sense, Samuel. But man, it's really hard to go against a home team in that setting. I don't know, man. I might end up making a small play in this game. But you're going to give me the Rams at home with points. I might lean Rams with the points. Brad David, you agree with the guest on your show that said Brees was average quarterback without Peyton? No, I don't. So that was Mike Zanino. Mike Zeno, sorry. Zanino's catcher. Who has done radio in Atlanta for a long time. No, I disagree. Brees was already showing in San Diego that he had the potential of being elite. But I would also say that any great quarterback does need to be in a system that can utilize that person's strengths. I mean, I would argue Drew Brees, his work ethic was super elite, as was his accuracy. Those are things that he worked tremendously on that would not have gone away regardless of where he played. So, the Chargers had just made the decision that they didn't feel like. I mean, remember, Brees was the first pick of round 2. He was the 32nd overall pick, but it was when there was 31 teams. So he was the first pick of round 2, but he was the 32nd pick. So he was still a high draft pick. He in 2004 he won NFL Comeback Player of the Year after he was injured, and he just did battle some injuries in San Diego, and then obviously the one he suffered the shoulder injury before he came to New Orleans. But he was. I mean, he made a Pro Bowl in 2004. So I mean, he was. I'm looking at his pre-Saints career. So I mean, in 2004 in San Diego, he threw for 3,100 yards, 27 touchdowns, 7 picks. So, they just made the decision that they were going on to that they didn't think Brees could win a Super Bowl, so they drafted Eli, traded him for Rivers. Y'all know the story, but no, I don't agree with that, Brad. I can understand how some would have that perception. They'll think, oh well, he wasn't good in San Diego. He paired up with Peyton, and then he became great. But he was good in San Diego, bordering on being great. I think that's the difference. Ronnie Dugas, Spurge, what's up, Wacky Chris? Good morning. Weston Weaver, Wendell Norman, Randall Offrecht. Took the Rams money line. How do you feel about that play? Yeah, I mean, look. I get why the Bills are favored, but a home team getting points in the NFL in the opener when the road teams got to travel from upstate New York to Los Angeles, cross country travel. That'll be an emotional night. Yeah, I mean, I don't hate it. I'm very on the fence. I mean, if I have a play in this game, it's probably just leaning toward the under. Let's see. Is there a big enough margin of victory that LSU can have over Southern that will make you feel better about this team prior to Moose State? No. No matter what you do against Southern, it's just irrelevant. This is just about. It's not about the final score. It's about how it looks. It's about protect the football, limit dumb penalties, establish a running game, all that sort of stuff. Brian Williams, what's your thoughts about Jarvis? I think he's going to shine and show out for the boot. Yeah, I agree. I did ask Sean. No, I asked Lance Moore. If you missed it, Lance Moore was on AFR yesterday. I asked Lance Moore who most benefits from Michael Thomas returning, and he said Jarvis Landry. Essentially, that Thomas will draw so much attention, it'll create more opportunities for Jarvis. I wouldn't be surprised at all if Jarvis had a 100-catch season. Wouldn't be surprised at all. Isn't Aaron Donald playing for the Bills now? Stafford's about to get hit a ton. No, you're thinking of Von Miller. Aaron Donald re-signed with the Rams. But Von Miller is the one who's with the Bills. All right, smash that like button, y'all. Hang on, sorry. Lost my spot here on the Facebook comments. Steven, never heard anything about a Debo getting hurt after the Chargers game. It was reported he didn't practice yesterday. No, yeah, he has an ankle injury. That's been several weeks now that he's been battling that ankle injury. And they asked him last week how his ankle was, and he kind of slyly smiled and said day to day. So I think he's going to play. He was limited yesterday. Now, if he does not practice today, that's a problem. But usually you if a player is going to be on track to play Sunday, when the Thursday injury report comes out, they at least have to be out there, in a limited sense. It is very rare that a player doesn't practice at all on Thursday, and on the injury report is limited as DNP, and then plays on Sunday. It happens, but it's rare. Hey, Dad. Good morning, Will Myers. Morning, Matt. Never doubt the Otter. 5-run rally by St. Louis, bottom of the 9th. Wild pitch walk-off by Houston, bottom of the 10th. How about that? A little money line parlay. Kelly Gross. Good morning. We deserved it after the night before. Henry Gordon Bennett. Morning, Matt. One thing I haven't heard mentioned about Neighbors' muff punt was being the first time fielding in a dome. Possibly could have been a factor. Not buying it, man. They have the indoor facility. They go work on all of that, not only outdoors, but at the indoor facility as well at LSU. So I'm not buying it. You got to catch the punt. Matt, what if LSU loses to Southern? Jason, stop it, please. That's like saying, what if the sun doesn't come up tomorrow? Just stop it. Brian Broom, good morning. Paul Batts, good morning from Baton Rouge. Here for a day business trip from Houston. All right, Paul, welcome to the BR. Enjoy the day. Bubba Tatum, FSU is selling All-State Kickoff Champions t-shirts. Ooh. Okay. Tony Williams, Randy Dabdoob. No one's going to spend their money on that. I can't imagine anyone spending their money on that. They had a trophy, too. I couldn't believe it. They had a trophy for that. Let's see. Randy Dabdoob, impressive listening to T's knowledge of the game. He gives great breakdown. When he leans into it, I try to encourage him to do that. He doesn't like to talk about it, but I'm like, dude, that is the advantage that you have. Like, you played. Talk about things that other people don't know. Colin Lawrence, do you think we run more tempo against Southern or the rest of the season? No, well, to this end, Colin, I'm not going to say it's something that I think that they lead with, but it's something that they have in their back pocket. They know that they can excel at. So if they do get bogged down, they can go tempo. The problem with going tempo exclusively or for a full game is you keep running your defense back out on the field. And when your defense is out there, if you're running tempo and you're not chewing clock, then your defense is out there 80, 90 plays a game, 35, 40 minutes of game time. Like that becomes, now your defense is worn down, especially late in the game. That's a problem. Jeff, good morning. Had to have the old gallbladder removed. All right, man. Wait a week before having bourbon. It'll be worth it, man. But glad you're okay, man. Glad surgery went well. David Voigt, Southern's coming off an 86-0 win. Yes, they beat something called Florida Memorial, whatever that is, which I think just started football in the COVID year. So let's not really derive anything from that at all. Jason Austin, it's possible. No, Jason, it's not possible. Jason, there is a 0% chance, literally a 0% chance, zero. And I don't speak in absolutes. I don't like to speak in absolutes. There is a 0% chance that Southern beats LSU on Saturday. 0%. Zero. Literally zero. You were talking, this is like an NBA team going against a mid-major college team. It is just a completely different level of football. This is like a high school varsity team going against an 8th grade team. It is just a completely different level of ball. It is not possible at all for Southern to beat LSU. And you're going to say, but we've seen FCS teams win before. Yes, we've seen very high level championship caliber FCS level teams beat Power 5 teams or FBS teams that got caught napping, took them for granted, made boneheaded plays. 5-7 Florida State lost on a Hail Mary to Jacksonville State. Needed a Hail Mary, but they were in the game. Like, we've seen North Dakota State and good FCS schools win in the past. The SWAC is not that, okay? And I don't mean to discredit, because for what the level of play it is, Southern is a great program and has been for a long time. It is not in any way possible. Like, you need to not ever think, like, Jason, just you saying that discredits anything you may say about this game, because it proves that you have never watched a SWAC game in your life. Like, it is not possible. Okay? Not possible. Todd Harris, what's up? Darren Reeves, good morning. Since I lost big, going with T-Bob's thought process with LSU. I need your top pick this week. Let's start chipping away, recovering my losses. Hey, bro. On the biggest wager I ever made. Darren, you should have listened to me, dog. Anyway. I had a good week last week, man. I was 4-1 on Thursday, 2-0 on Friday. I think I was 3-2-1 on Saturday. My push was Cincinnati. One of my losses was actually a pick a buddy gave me. So I had a really good weekend. Oh, Jesus. Jason, I'm serious. You need to get out of the chat right now. Like, LSU could play only its freshmen and beat Southern by 50. Like, it's like, you really don't get it. So you really need to just stop. You need to stop. You're talking about two categorically different levels of football. Like, there is no game. There is no competitive balance in this at all. LSU can pick its score against Southern. Even if they sleepwalk, they'll win by 4 touchdowns. Isn't Aaron Donald play? Oh, no, I did that one already. Let's see, Brian Williams. What's the game you're most intrigued about Saturday for college football? Florida, Kentucky. I know, like, look, Alabama's going to blow out Texas. Hey, you want to bet? Lay the 20 with Alabama. Alabama will blow out Texas on the road. There's your lock. I think over the summer that was 13. It opened at 17, got quickly bet up to 20, and I don't think that's enough. If you can get it at 20, play it at 20. Yeah, Jermaine, I don't think LSU is going to win 70-7 just because I don't think they're going to try to score 70. But I don't even know if there's a line on this game, quite honestly. Yeah, I'm not even seeing a line posted. Sometimes you don't see lines in FBS, FCS games. Morning, Matt. Some insight here in Bossier. Parkway has the #1 field goal kicker in the nation for 2024. You think LSU should be recruiting him? I'm sure they are if they haven't. I mean, oh, it's 8 o'clock. Oh my God, I got to go. I'm sorry. All right, y'all have a great day. Let's see. Y'all have an awesome day. Appreciate y'all for being here. Smash the like button if you haven't done so yet. AFR at 3 o'clock. LSU Daily is already live if you want to check it out, however you get your podcasts. If you haven't done so, that would be a huge help. If you haven't done so yet, just go subscribe up, LSU Daily. Go to your podcast app, search LSU Daily, subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Okay, shout out to Brock, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, HUDCO Roofing, HUDCORoofing.com. Y'all have an awesome day. See you at 3 for AFR. Peace.